Alright, so today we're looking at the moon.
Yeah, you're Ricky Shino. Earth moon.
Does anybody know why we see the moon at night?
Because when the sun reflects on the moon, it shows well, one side's dark and the other side's bright. It shows only the moon and the reflection from the light.
We see the moon because the light is bouncing off the moon and coming back to hit us, even though we can't see the sun. Right?
And we move it here. And how much is light now? Okay, what happens when we move it here?
While doing this experiment, the tennis ball represents the Earth, alright? And we're standing on the Earth, right?
Yeah.
The golf ball, which is on a stick, represents the moon. Now it's on a stick because while we're looking at its shadow, we don't want our fingers to also make shadows. We only want the Earth to make a shadow. Alright? So the stick lets us hold it without our fingers getting close to it. Alright? The third thing we have is a flashlight. Now the flashlight emits light, right? So what do you guys think the flashlight represents? Over here. Yep. So while we're doing this, I'm going to have my little chart here. Not chart, but guidelines. And I'm going to turn it so that the 1 is at the top. Alright? And I'm going to have one person hold the flashlight about 2 inches off the table. So like this, and near the edge of the paper, pointing towards the 1. Alright? And I'm going to take the tennis ball and set it on the X in the middle, and let it be still. Then I'm going to start the experiment by moving the moon around here. So you see that there's 6 dashes on your paper, right? Labeled 1 through 6. And what you're going to do is when you cast the shadow onto the moon, you're going to take a look at your golf ball and see what the shadow looks like on the half that we can see. And you're going to draw that shadow in each of these circles.
The middle has to be
Alright.
faced.
Yeah, this is all dark and then this part's showing.
Now,
So, when you're looking up at
Now how much of it's lit up?
this is a full moon.
you can only see
Yeah, no,
that outline.
Yeah, now it's getting
That line represents
like this, right? Yeah. And then this is shading the whole.
So I would
You
say
shade
this
the part that is the dark part, or
is half.
I would shade it the dark part.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I would
This is light.
I'm teaching chemistry in the body. So while we're doing this today, we want to keep 3 things in mind. The first is always safety. All of these chemicals are non-dangerous. The second thing is to think while you're doing this. While this may be fun and we have lots of color changes and stuff going on, we want to keep in mind what's going on while doing this and actually learn from the lab. And the last thing is we want you guys to share. Alright? So we don't want one person sitting at the table while the other 2 get all the fun while playing with all the chemicals. I'd like you to pick up the 2 bones and compare what they feel like. And then think, what would happen to our bodies if the bone without calcium was in our body? What do you guys think?
What do you guys think?
They wouldn't be very strong now, flexible.
Which one doesn't have calcium?
Calcium, right?
The other one. You can bend that one, right?
Yeah, you can.
In the first beaker, which is on your left, yes, your left, you have a solution of sugar. Alright? So this is sugar dissolved in water. In the second one you have starch. In the third one you have protein. And in the fourth one you have lipid. Now the indicator will change colors if that chemical is present, alright, if it's there. So you're going to take the Benedicts, which are the light blue solution, and put a couple drops, like 5 drops, into the sugar solution. your results section, you're going to record what the original color of the indicator was and what the new color is. Alright?
Benedict's and, thanks Nathan, and I'll take it back and heat it up for you. Because the color change won't show unless it's heated, not when
So,
it's
who can tell me what color the sugars with the Benedict indicator, the light blue indicator, turn?
Yellow.
Yes, it turned yellow. Alright? So because it changed color, that means there is sugar there, right? When we digest starch, specifically, we break these bonds right here. Alright? When we break those bonds, all that's left is this middle piece, right? And what does this middle piece look like?
It just looks like a straight line with balls on it.
Right? And what else looks like that? Let's see, if we cover up this and this, kind of short, can't do this. If we cover up this and this piece is exactly like this piece, right? So when we digest a starch, we get a sugar. Alright, so here we're going to test the digested starch with the sugar indicator to see if there's sugar there. Alright, and if it works, the sugar indicator will change color. So today, we're focusing on electricity and fluids. We have 2 experiments set up for you guys today. It should be pretty fun. Now, can you guys hear anything?
Yeah.
Hang on, get my
It
hands
sounds
off
like
the
a.
one.
Alright, so what does that low volume mean?
It's working?
It is working, but have you heard? Yeah, it doesn't have a lot going through it, right? Go through the buzzer, which causes it to buzz, and then come back down these 2 wires, back into the battery to begin the circuit again. So we see that as long as this is completed, we have a complete loop. You're going to dip the penny and the nickel only halfway in, alright? And you're going to hold them like that for 1 or 2 minutes, alright? And make sure that they do not touch, that they're still separate in the solution.
Whoa, what is going on here?
The nickel's being plated with copper.
Holy cow.
It should blow.
What's going on with that nickel?
It's turning into a penny.
Is touching the metal of the
Yeah.
Alright, that's all.
I wonder if we can keep the nickel.
Yeah, you can't hold it.
What's happening? What's in the... Can you explain what's happening?
The copper ions are coming off the penny and from the solution and sticking onto the nickel.
Do they stay on when you lift it out?
I think so.
Keep it
Wow.
in. Keep it in.
It's turning
Okay.
into a penny.
Wow, I'm getting a close-up.
It would be a 6-cent nickel. A penny and a nickel.
Oh, because it's got some copper on it now?
A penny and a nickel.